Richmond will be the gathering place next week for women in technology from all across the Commonwealth. It's the 6th annual RVA Tech Women's Conference held at the Science Museum of Virginia. This year's theme is Blurred Lines. The Executive Director of the Richmond Technology Council, Robbie DeMary, is here to fill us in on what exactly will be going on. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
First, let's talk about the theme, Blurred Lines. What is that all about?
Yeah, so, well, first, happy Techtober. You got a lot of things going on this month, and so we're happy to host the Women's Conference in October. This is the 6th annual, and Blurred Lines is really, it's a number of things. The first is that technology used to once support business, and now it really drives business. And so you see within the different verticals of industry how technology is no longer just a technology department, but it's actually in marketing, it's in operations, it's kind of, you know, ubiquitous.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere, absolutely. Blurred Lines also kind of relates to the fact that, you know, the workforce and the workplace is changing. And so, like, one of the new additions we have this year, we're taking a note out of the playbook of a national organization for women in technology, women in computing, called Anita Borg, the Anita Institute. Grace Hopper's conference, where we're offering childcare. So from 0 to about 6 age, if you've got a child and that is your obstacle to be able to participate in a conference like this, we're providing free childcare to the event. And so it's one of those, you know, blurred lines is kind of, it's all over the place.
Life is changing, the business world is changing, the technology world is changing. It's in this is your 6th year for the event. How have things changed, the focus that people want to know about in those 5 years?
Yeah, so there's two things. One, technology changes every single year. So the conversation, the tech that we're having each year changes. This year, it's pretty big on machine learning, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. Those were topics that we weren't necessarily focused on year one, but what we are doing this year that we've been doing for the past 6 years is really trying to move the needle on women in technology. The only avenue to innovation and creation is through diversity and thought. And so diversity is gender, race, socioeconomics, culture, and we have a staggering low number of women in technology and women in industry. So we want folks to come out, and every year, this is, you know, an underlining theme. We're not just talking about technology, we're really trying to move that needle and inspire people to do so. Our steering committee has done an outstanding job over the past 6 years of really putting on probably the best technology conference in Central Virginia, where they showcase the awesome women in our industry. And so it's tech first, it's gender second, and that's the way that they make it, and that's why it's really an awesome opportunity for everybody to participate in.
And I understand you're going to be offering up a lot of wonderful keynote speakers.
We are, yeah. So Richmond has a number of great technology, you know, outstanding individuals. Nazrin Rezai, who is the global CISO for GE, actually sits here in Richmond. She'll be with us. We've got an MIT professor. We've got a DC White House executive. We've got a number of just a broad cross section, as I mentioned, and then some really, really interactive, awesome breakouts. Thanks to Women Who Code, hosting some breakouts where people can really learn and take things away. It's not just talking at you, but it's really working with you. So it's going to be an outstanding day.
And this sounds like also a wonderful opportunity to network and talk with like-minded women.
It is a great time to network, and there'll be lots of opportunities during the day for those breakout kind of conversations to have in networking. It's also, we pride ourselves on the fact that close to 20% of attendees are students, whether it be high school students all the way to collegiate. So you have a wide, broad cross-section of age, a wide, broad cross-section of industry, you know, again, from cyber to actual practitioners, and it's going to be, it's a great day for everybody.
Especially for the younger ladies who, for them, STEM education and STEAM education are so important these days.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to draw women into the industry.
We're absolutely trying to draw women into the industry, but also kind of back to that blurred lines. If you want to be a nurse, a teacher, an engineer, a librarian, a surgeon, every single job of the future is going to have some requirement of digital literacy. Journalists, absolutely. As you mentioned, you know, you guys are moving away from the paper into this. So digital literacy is going to be so important to the, you know, the 21st century jobs that I think the message to the young folks is, you know, the 20th century pen, you know, what you might have written down using a pen or a pencil, you are going to actually code in the 21st century. You're going to be actually using ones and zeros and telling machines, you know, how to perform. And so, again, whether you are in a technology position in the future, you're going to need this digital literacy, and that's why it's such a great time for those young students to see all those opportunities.
Well, folks need to take a look at this. Robbie DeMera, thank you for joining us. The 6th Annual RVA Tech Women Conference is Thursday, October 19th at the Science Museum of Virginia. There are a limited number of tickets left for the all-day conference. To find out more, we'll have a direct link on our show website, WTVR.com/VTM by early this afternoon.